like to welcome Brother Ahmed Shueib. He's an expert in mortgage and finance. Inshallah, I am here only if you have any question regarding the Islamic opinion يعني, or Sharia about this issue, inshallah. But I can give the general answer, and if you have anything else, you can raise your question, inshallah, and I will answer it. But in general answer, there is the 28 years ago, there is a big يعني, gathering for more than 70 scholars in Michigan. And the head of this gathering was Sheikh al-Qaradawi, alayhi rahmatullah, and they already studied the situation of Muslims in the United States, and they came out with the fatwa so the Muslim can get the mortgage from the normal bank. Because to have house or home for your kids or family, it's necessity in this life for Muslim, and it's not easy to get a Muslim bank in the United States. I know there is some Islamic companies like Guidance, Riba University. In the end, they are part of non-Islamic financial system with the even political system in the United States. They cannot يعني, comply 100% with Sharia. So my opinion to looking for something in your interest. If something easier or you can save your money, go after it. Not to use you by the Sharia and you pay like $500, $300 a month more than the normal bank because you deal with, as they said, Islamic company or Islamic way. Islamic way has to be in your side to save your money, not to let you spend more money. Inshallah, it's I had many conversations with them, and I told them you have to be in competition to compete with the normal bank. If you cannot, we will give the fatwa for Muslim to go with the good for him, because he will pay from his pocket. So we should looking for how we can save his money, inshallah. There is no problem to deal with the normal bank. Look to the what is the good for you. And Brother Ahmed today, inshallah, will explain to you how you can manage your money, your record history, credits, how you can apply what the good for you or not. Maybe he cannot say everything tonight in one lecture. Inshallah, he can do the series of lectures to explain it in details for you. And inshallah, you can ask him about anything you want, inshallah. He's expert in this field more than 25 years or 3 years. 25 years. فيعني huge experience, inshallah. So get benefit from him as much as you can, inshallah. I don't take more time. Inshallah, if you have anything related to Sharia, you can ask me, inshallah. Related to the bank, this is the mufti of the bank, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum. First, I would like to thank Dr. Mohamed Moussa for giving me the opportunity to be here with you. My name is Ahmed Shueib. I'm a senior mortgage banker, financial advisor, credit repair. You can say that I should be able to answer any questions related to how to file your taxes, mortgage, finance, etc. The reason that I'm here, because working with the community for more than 20 years, My experience for all the transactions that I been doing it, I found out there is big issues for our community, the way they handle their finance and also the way they file their taxes, especially the self-employed. I understand the concern because there is a family circumstance for people that they cannot show their income. They lost big opportunities because they are not concerned only on one thing, which is whatever government aid that they received. But I'm going to give you an example. For over 24 years that I've been in the business, if you look at the price of homes 24 years ago, I'm going to give you an example because I am more familiar with New York price of the homes more than New Jersey, but I also do Jersey. I do the 50 states. There was homes that people bought it for like 500, 600,000. Now it's worth $2 million. And I don't think there is any investments that you can spend $500,000 and you can make $2 million. So also, let's focus on the taxes because I was talking to Dr. Mohammed. I need 4 sessions to educate you with everything that you need in the financial industry. Include your credit. We're going to talk about a lot of things about your credit. And in regards of the mortgage, there is a lot of programs with very limited cash that can make you in the long term the best investments you will ever have in your life. There is government programs with 3% down payment. You can start slow. If you live in 2-bedroom apartment right now, you can buy like a townhouse, 2 bedrooms. It's going to be like double size of the apartment that you live in right now, or probably more. If price range like 300,000, for example, you will need approximately about $15,000 to $20,000 to purchase your own house, more size than the apartment that you live in. This sessions, it's the most important sessions, and no one in this country will explain it in details to you like me. I've been through a lot with a lot of people in the community, and alhamdulillah, I was able to help a lot of people, hundreds of people, to take them out of the apartments, and now they have a piece of land of the United States of America with very limited cost. You can spread the words to your friends, to your neighbors, to your family. Today, this is just an outline, and I will ask the administration here to have my session on their website live. There is a lot of important information that I will tell the community that will help and change people's life. Today, because the attendance, it's very limited, so I'm just gonna focus about the outlines that I'm gonna talk about for the 4 sessions that I just mentioned. So can more people be benefits from the information? You can spread the words through your friends, your neighbors, your families. And also, I will ask the administration to make more marketing to my sessions. And believe me, it's worth it a lot to you. So, we all know that the IRS, for some people, depending on the way they file their taxes, there's so many ways how to file your taxes. If you're a W-2 employee, your income is shown. There is no brainer because the government knows your income. For the self-employee, there's so different ways to file your taxes. And I will guide you how to file your taxes. You have to be concerned that your income that you will show on your tax return, that's the only thing that will help you for if you're thinking to purchase as a first-time home buyer. Use the government help. There is government grants that they can give you. Beside the 3% down payment, they can give you up to $15,000, $20,000 forgiven. There is no payments. So for example, if you need $30,000 to purchase a $300,000 home, you can get about $20,000 of them or more, depending on your income, your household income, from the government. Okay? So you actually, if you think about it, it's basically very limited cash that you need to purchase this piece of land. Okay? Let's say, let's do some calculations here. The average rental apartment is about, in wherever you live, depending, I don't think there is more than, or I mean less than $2,500 now for 2 bedrooms, correct? Yeah. So around $2,500. So let's calculate if you purchase $300,000 townhome, just to start small, okay? Your monthly payment is going to be approximately about $2,700 with your taxes, with your insurance, etc. Is that something? Can you budget even $500 more than your rental right now? If you pay $2,500, can you afford to pay extra $500, but you live in your own house? Not only that, the rate right now, it's a kind of historic high, but it will go down by next year. What happened when the rate goes down? The price of the house goes up. So if you purchase the $300,000 home right now, the rate right now is the high 6s, 6.7. Okay, down the road, 2-3 years from now, the rate will drop like around the 4%. Guess what's going to happen? You can refinance your existing mortgage to lower your monthly payment, that $3,000, or you shrink the term. If your income status improved, that you can budget 15 years payment. So if you are 40 years old now or 50 years old, by the time you retire, you almost pay off your mortgage. And this is your assets. This is your retirement. But if you continue paying $2,500 rental right now, you do the math. You actually making somebody else richer. And you will have a bigger space than what you live right now. You will not be scared that your landlord will tell you, excuse me, I'm selling the house, you have to leave. And then you gotta move. So many things, as we know. Okay? So, let's go to the credit. There is 3 pieces needed in order to be qualified for a mortgage. 3 pieces. Income, assets, credit. 3 pieces that you can take a government loan. Income, we know what income means. If you are on W-2s, that's easy to calculate. If you show less income on your tax return as a self-employee, you don't report the right taxes, then I will tell you what to do with your income that will qualify you. For the people that they have a medical benefits from the government and they are concerned, there is so other programs, more than 4 or 5 other programs, depending on the family members, that you can purchase another government health care, like the Medicaid, for example. And you will pay, depending on the family, how many family members. You can pay $100 a month. You can pay $150, depending on the household, how many people. And guess what? You can increase your income and you don't have to worry about losing the benefits. Means you can file $90,000. If you are making more but you don't show it, you can file it $90,000, so you can qualify for a mortgage, and you can make $100, $150 a month to your medical, and you're not gonna lose. So that's the income. There is so many ways to guide you to file the right income so you can buy your own house. So that's the income. Assets, الفلوس, the money. Okay? Let's say if you have no money. Brothers and sisters, wallahi, I did mortgage for people. They came to me. They have no credit. They have no income. They have no assets. Wallahi. But I work out plan with you. We make a plan. You don't have to buy now. We can make a plan, work on those 3 pieces. Let's say if you don't have a credit at all, there is ways that I can establish credit for you. For example, you pay your rent. Everybody pay the rent, right? Don't pay your rent cash. Write a check. Give it to your landlord. If you don't have credit history, you never had credit card in your life, you have no credit score, I will establish credit for you. The first easy thing is your rent. Don't give your rent cash to the landlord. Tell him any excuse. No. Or if you want to give him cash, because some landlord, they said, no, I want cash. I don't want checks. Some landlords like that, right? What do? As a banker, as a mortgage banker, let's say you rent $2,475. See the numbers? $2,475. Take this amount every month from your bank account. Means, so don't take $3,000. Give him the $2,475 and keep the rest in your pocket. No. Exact rental, monthly rental that you pay. $2,472, يعني 2,472 ادوا له اسحب كل شهر او اسحبي كل شهر 2472. Withdraw the exact money. For 12 months, I ask you to give me 12-month bank statements. So all the 12 months I see 2475 every month, 2475, 2475. That's a proof that you make the payment. What I do, I take this 12-month statements and then I send it to the credit bureau. The credit bureaus is the company, these three companies that they will report all actions you do on your credit. But if you have no credit, how these people, they gonna issue score to you? One is your rent. I'll send the 12-month bank statements. I said, look, this is their monthly rent. Every month is steady. Every month, 2475. Exact amount. Okay? Even, let's say you have no money in your pocket and you went to the bank. You need $100. Separate. Bravo, Ali. So take that rent money first, then go back with your debit card and draw the $100 or whatever you need. Okay? What they're gonna do? There is three companies that they report your history or they establish your history in the country to have a credit for you. They call Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. These three companies, every month, any action you do on your credit, they give you a score. Okay? So as soon as we send the first credit account, your rent, this is considered like a credit card, for example, but we give them 12 a month. Then they record this on your credit report. Those three companies, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. You get score. As soon as you get score, the whole country now, you are famous now. You got a score. You're going to receive pre-approval from credit card. You're going to see, so we establish the credit. Okay? So we'll talk about the income first. Anybody remember what I said? I'm sorry, assets. So the assets, we know there is grants. I will tell you where they located here in New Jersey, how to apply, what documents do you need. And inshallah, for the next sessions, I will bring my laptop here. And I will sit down with each of you separate, privately. Okay? And I pull a credit and I will make a pre-approval for each one of you and we'll see where is the problem. Okay? If we have a credit problem, I will tell you how to fix it. If we have an income problem, I will tell you what to do. If we have an asset problem, I will guide you until we get all these three pieces together. After 1 year, after 6 months, after 2 years, whatever it takes. But you will be prepared to buy your own house. I made people retired at 50 years old because they listened to me. It's not hard. It's very easy. Look at your budget now, and I will give you pre-approval based on your budget. Maybe extra, if you can manage extra, as I mentioned, $400 or $500 more. But you got also 2-bedroom. So you don't have to say, oh, now I want a house with swimming pool. I want 2-car garage. No problem. It's good that you have that dream, but we need the right income. We need the right assets to buy that house. But to move, the first house, I live in Staten Island, by the way. The first house that I purchased was 1993, was brand new house, 2 bedrooms. It's in a community in development. Was $87,000. Wallahi, $87,000. How much is this? It's a townhouse, 2 bedroom, attached, semi-attached. It's in a community. Huh? 520,000. 520,000 right now. I sold it, of course, but I sold it for 160, you know. But don't you ever listen to anyone in the neighborhood when it comes to finance, unless if he's experienced. If you have a question, don't ask your friend that who purchased a house for advice. He doesn't know nothing. You ask the expert. 3 people you can ask them when it comes to real estate: mortgage banker, real estate agent, real estate attorney. If you have a friend or neighbor that he owns 100 homes, don't listen to him. There is programs comes up every day. There is laws change every day, every week. Not every day. I mean, like every week we're on conference call. Oh, there is a changes. There is this. There is that. You don't know this. This is something has to do with our experts, with our professions. Okay? So that's what I recommend for all of you. It's going to be very, very interesting sessions. And I am sure that I will be able to help anyone. Any question? تفضل. عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. The type of the house. Yeah, تفضل تفضل. على الشيخ؟
بس في الفرع الثاني للشيخ اللي هي فتوى الشيخ القرضاوي الله يرحمه اللي سمح نشتري بيوت. انا سمعت بعض الناس بيقول لك فتالك انك تشتري بيت تسكن، يعني زي فاميلي هاوس انت واولادك. ما بعرفش اذا تقدر على الفتوى هذه نشتري 2 فاميلي لواحد مثلا يقعد في السكن ويجلس.
Okay.
To repeat his question in English.
Okay.
He asked that Sheikh al-Qaradawi, according to him, that he heard that Sheikh al-Qaradawi said that it's halal to purchase a home if you're going to live in it. You said, right? If that's only the case, right? And if it's not for living in it, then it's not halal. You're saying that's the fatwa you heard.
Yes.
Is that true, Sheikh Mohamed Moussa?
طيب أنا يعني بالنسبة لهذه الفتوى عارف إنه كان في هذا الوقت إنه مجرد إعطاء فتوى بأنك تشتري بيت حتى مع هذه الشروط كانت صعبة أيامها، لكن مع مرور الوقت وبقى المسلمين يعرفوا كويس قد إيه هم محتاجين لهذا الأمر، الأمور يعني إيه ريحت شوية. البيوت ديت أشياء على المدى البعيد، على المدى البعيد جدا، تاخد وقت طويل. فانت بتشتري بيت الان، لو اشتريت بيت الان 2 فاميلي هاوس هتأجر شقة بس انت كلها كام سنة وهيبقى عندك ولد عايز يسكن فيه، صح ولا لا؟ بدل ما هو يروح يشتري بيت تاني وبرضه يشتريه بين ما يقعد هو فيه. يعني لسه بيت ب 2 apartments ولا 3 apartments ولا 4 apartments still with the long term it will be the family too. family يعني for the family. And I don't see any problem if when you buy a house to buy 2 family house or 3 family house or 4 or 5, because inshallah in the future it will be for your kids. And now I'd like to say something. You will pay. You don't take the money and profit from them. يعني you will pay. If something help you to pay or to decrease what you pay in mortgage, do it. ماشي? But I know this is not the issue today, but more than this, I give the fatwa for the people in business to have the loan for business يعني, and expand their business. If his business in real estate, he can take the loan for real estate. If his business in car dealers or anything, he can take, because in this country, there is no way for our business people to grow without dealing with the bank. And I don't like the brothers to deal with each other, take their money from the brothers, because it's big problem now, fighting a lot of things. And even a lot of brothers, they lost their money because they give it to other brothers to invest for him. My final recommendation for the brothers in everywhere in our community, if you have money, go to mutual fund or something and invest your money. Don't give it to anybody. And if you are a businessman, go and take from the bank. Don't take the money from the brothers, because they go together and sit down in the corner of the masjid and write the paper, Allahu Alam, in this paper. And after 2-3 years, even they don't have evidence how they can establish how they establish this business, and how can be have arbitration among them or something. Yeah, and it's horrible in our community. I know that people lost $200,000-$300,000 in our community from like 15 years and 20 years. And you talk about millions now, because they give it to the brothers to invest in this money for them without any proper way or lawyer or anything. ماشي. and والنصابين أكثر منهم ما فيش. وممكن تلقى نصاب بلحية وجلابية قصيرة. يعني احنا اعرف انا والدكتور، انا والشيخ احمد نعرف دكتور اتنصب عليه في بنزيمه ب $300,000 من واحد ملتحي وجلابيته قصيره. ولما جه قال لي عليه قلت له والله ان جبت له جبريل وميكائيل ومن وراهم اسرافيل ما هم جايبين لك منه سنت واحد، فلا تتعب دماغي معاك ولا لو بقول لي لو جبت لي منه 300,000 بندي 50,000 تبرع، يعني عاد بيغريني يعني. قلت له والله لا جاي لا 30 ولا 50 ولا جاي حاجه، روح استعوض الله فيهم وربنا يعوض عليك. واللي واكله ده لحيته كده والجلابيه قصيره وماسك السواك طول الوقت. فاحنا عايزين نقفل الباب ده. الله يبارك فيك. الناحيه بقى الفنيه يجاوبك عليها.
اوكي. في فرق بين الريزيدنشال هومز والكوميرشال. ايه الفرق بينهم؟ الريزيدنشال اب تو 4 ريزيدنشال. الحكومه مقسمه الريل استيت لكذا بارت، ريزيدنشال، كوميرشال، ميكس يوز، فبيلدينجز بقى دي حاجه تانية. فعشان كده انا that's why I said الاخوات بالعربي اوكي ولا اتكلم انجليزي؟ العربي اوكي؟ اوكي. فكل حاجه دي هقولها بالتفصيل. السيشنز دي لما اخلصها انتوا هتخرجوا معاكم ماستر ديجري في الريل استيت بقوانينها. اوكي؟ كريدت، انكم، اسيتس، ضرايب، ازاي تفايل، ازاي تجيب ادفايس ليور فريندز، يعني ازاي تدوا نصايح صح للناس، ما تفتوش، يعني هتبقى تدي النصيحه بعلم. فال1 وال2 وال3 وال4 فاميليز دول بيعتبروا ريزيدنشالز، وممكن تحط 3.5% داون بيمنت اب تو 4 فاميلي. اوكي؟ يعني لو عايز تشتري بيت 4 فاميلي، بس طبعا لازم تعيش فيه، ما ينفعش تشتريه as an investment or second home. It has to be a primary resident تعيش فيه. هتعيش مثلا بتشتري بيت 4 فاميلي يعني 4 شقق، تعيش في شقة والثلاثة تأجرهم. اوكي؟ ده ممكن تحط 3.5% داون بيمنت. عشان أسعار البيوت عليت because of the increase of the home prices, the government like 3 weeks ago they increase the loan amount. يعني the government for 4 family can give you $1.3 million. Do you imagine? Okay?
Grant or
No, loan.
loan?
Okay? يعني مثلا لو البيت let's say 1.4. If you put 3.5% من ال 1.4, we're talking about what? 60,000? Around there?
3.5%.
Yeah. Let's say 1.4 million. Like 50,000, right? زائد closing cost. We can get it from grant. Let's say 30,000. So if you have $50,000 and after يعني إن شاء الله after I checked your credit, I checked your income and all that, you can buy a $1.4 million home. You live in one apartment and you have a nice future for you and your family. And this is the most investment that you can make in your life. You're never going to get this money from anywhere else. Okay? So, inshallah, أنا طبعا يعني today I was supposed to start how to file your taxes, etc. But I actually need more brothers and sisters because it's very, very important. So for next week, inshallah, you can spread the word and Brother Muhammad can make more marketing for the sessions from now on. Also, it has to be live on the masjid website so it can be more viewers to see it if they're not able to attend. And again, at certain point, I will bring my laptop and have an interview with every individual one. We can, I don't mind if I can come every day from Staten Island. So we can make it in a weekend. Whatever, you know, I will bring my business cards next time. I will bring pens, notes, so every one of you can write notes, can text me or email me for any questions. We can set up a phone appointment, or if there is several people that they want to meet in person, I can reach out to Brother Muhammad, and then we can make a list with, let's say, one day, and then we'll make like 4 or 5 appointments. Will be like a professional business appointment. Again, I will diagnose every single one of you. Credit, income, and assets, as I mentioned. 3 pieces, like a necklace, like silsila. You cannot isolate one of those 3. You can if you take private loan, not government loan. What is the difference? Big difference. Grant is not allowed. Private, you know, private loan. حد بيسلفك من جيبه. If the rate with the government loan 6.7, his rate will be 10% at least. So you don't want that as a first-time home buyer. I want all of you to take the advantage that available for you. Take it. And believe me, there is, you know, alhamdulillah, I know most of the imams in the region, and you know, I did seminars in other Islamic centers also, and I felt that the community really needs help in this kind of business or in need. I see people pay $3,500 for an apartment in Brooklyn, in Beverage. $3,500. Do you imagine? So anyway, inshallah, I was talking to Dr. Muhammad before the Isha prayer that I will need at least 4 sessions to wrap up everything, and for all of you that I will be able to answer all questions comes in your head. And if you already have a home and you want to help your friend or family member to purchase a house, please just give them the message to attend the next sessions. If they're not allowed, I know it's very cold. If they can't make it, then they can see it on the website live when I come here.
My sister has a question in the back.
اوكي اتفضل. طب ممكن تديها البتاع عشان اسمع بس. Okay. Like you're renting right now. You want to know what's the option of rent to buy. Okay. It has to be an agreement between you and the landlord. Okay. If the landlord, let's say you're going to rent an apartment right now, and the landlord is, you tell the landlord, are you thinking to sell within the next 3, 4, 5 years, whatever? Okay. If you say yes, 5 years from now, I will sell the house. Okay. This is what you do. Rent to owns means you write an agreement. Okay. The lease agreement, you extend the lease agreement and you notarize it with witnesses. Okay? The rent is the rent. He's renting the apartment for, let's say, $2,000. Okay? And you agreed on that. So on a lease, renting to buy agreement, monthly rent amount, $2,000. وبتكتب الاكسبيريشن dates for the lease. If it renewal every year, then the same lease, you with the change the date, of course, you renew it every year. If it's 3 years or whatever, depending on the agreement between you and him. And in the agreement, it says, if when you decided to sell, I will be the first one, okay, to ask me first before you sell it, that I can buy it from you. So this is one article will be in the lease agreement. Not only that, let's say $2,000 is your rent as we agreed. Any extra money, he will become like a bank for you. So let's say this month you made good money. You give them 2 checks. One $2,000, always one $2,000 rent. And if you have an extra 1,000, you write another check with 1,000. And on the memo, you write $1,000 reserved per the lease agreement. لأن هتكتبي في الليس, you're going to write in the lease, any extra money will be added. Okay? That will be toward as my down payment when I buy your house. You got it? Understood, or you want me to repeat it?
So they agree on a price before?
You agree? No, there is no agreement on a price. He will not sell. Let's say if the house worth now 500,000, 4 years from now, the house will be worth like 600,000. Okay. So he's not going to sell the house to lose, because the house the marketing is crazy. It's like war, especially in New Jersey. It's in everywhere, but New Jersey, that you put the house on the market today, tomorrow is sold. So, but this money will be saving toward your down payment. So 3 years, 4 years, whatever, you will probably have like $30,000, $40,000 already there toward your down payment. Okay? Did I answer your question? No, new house is different than rent to option to buy. You can take the money back if he changed his mind and he didn't want to sell you the house. You take that extra money that you were paying every month additional to your rent, he have to give it back to you. Then you take, it's like you save this money, then you take it back, and then you put it as a down payment for a new house. But you always qualify for the first time home buyer program. Now, is that for everybody? Is the 3.5% if you make $500,000 in income? Are you eligible for this program, the 3.5? No. The median income cannot be more than $145,000 a year for the household. That's why they call it first-time home buyer. Same thing with the grant. If you make $400,000 or $300,000 a year, is the government going to give you money to help you? No, you're rich. You got that? So,
Can you talk about
the property taxes is dependent on the value of the property and the area. Every area is different. Jersey City is the cheapest. Okay, I had somebody, he signed a contract, the house 530,000, the taxes is 12,000. No, expensive. It depending on the area.
In the area,
Yeah.
but then sometimes you can have a special case. You go to the city and have a negotiation with them. They can decrease it for you if they accept your reasons.
like paying $12,000, is it worth it to buy a house?
Again, it depends on your budget, because every area, what made the property tax that high? No. Why? Because it's the county, they have the highest quality of schools, hospitals, income of the neighbors, and all that. That's what made the
They don't have enough business in the area. And sometimes if they have a good business in the area, they pay tax, so they will.
it's like
take some
a
from the
package.
Residential.
Okay, it's like close to everything, like very convenience. It's a bunch of things.
يعني إذا واحد عنده أولاد has kids يعني في السكول, well the school system is very good. Of course, it's very cheap for him to pay $12,000 because you will pay it for one kid in private school, and not يعني big private school. يعني normal or standard private school. Because if you go to quality private school, you will pay more than $20,000 or $25,000 for one kid. And if the school system is good and you have 3 or 4 kids, you save a lot of money when you pay tax.
Okay.
Let me to say مثلا sometimes if you are in Hudson County, Passaic County, anyway, and مثلا your kids qualified to go to the technical institute, the high school. At least the cost of one student in this school at least $25,000 a year or $30,000. يعني big amount. If your kid in this school, yes, pay $15,000 tax and you're the winner يعني.
Yeah.
I know taxes, property taxes.
but يعني لو واحد ما عادش عنده اولاد، لا يروح بقى ان شاء الله تكون السكول سيستم فاشل ويشوف فين التاكسي القليل ويعيش فيه. لانه ما عندوش اولاد مش مستفيد.
ها؟ Staten Island? Staten Island?
لا
It's the cheapest.
نيويورك اقل من نيوجيرسي بكتير.
It's very cheap.
نيويورك اقل من نيوجيرسي بكتير. نيويورك بشكل عام
يعني $500,000 house taxes like $4,000.
اقل بكتير.
Here 500,000 minimum 8-9.
نيوجيرسي واحده من the highest state in the United States of the real estate tax.
It's the second after California.
ها؟
It's the second.
After what?
California.
كاليفورنيا ديت out of business.
So
especially San Francisco.
تخلي التاكس تبع البيت والتأمين يجي مع المورجج أو لحالك؟
It doesn't matter. مش هتفرق لأن you're gonna pay taxes and insurance even if you don't have a mortgage. You're still gonna pay the property tax.
بس مين أحسن؟
ما خلوهم يدفعوها لك احسن.
هم it's a better, you know what they call it? Escrow accounts. This is escrow accounts means taxes and insurance. So when you receive your mortgage statement, I will bring mortgage statement breakdown. يعني one of the sessions عشان الناس تبقى عارفة breakdown. There is 4 categories. Something called principal and interest means mortgage payment only. Some going toward the principal from your payment and some going toward interest. Then the second line, escrow. Escrow means property tax plus insurance. Number 3, and sometimes they add it with the escrow, they call it PMI. PMI means private mortgage insurance. If you purchase the house with less than 20% down payment. So if you buy a house, you put less than 20%, what is that private mortgage insurance? مش insurance على البيت، ده insurance على المورجج. Okay? فهمتني؟ When you put less than 20% في تأمين على المورجج. That's على حسب الكريدت، على حسب اللون. It's a bunch of things.
It's like $10 to $100, $200.
No. It can be depending on a program. في programs أنا هشرح programs. في programs 3% وفي programs 3.5%. Okay, this is the minimum. So that third line, and the fourth line, something called additional to the principal. What does that mean? يعني you pay the mortgage and you want to put $2,000 extra. You put, and then the fifth line, total. كله على بعضه كام؟
اظن البنك يحب هو اللي يدفع التاكس والحاجات دي.
الاسكرو.
لان في ريسك لو انت نسيت ولا راح عليك.
The bank doesn't charge.
جاي السيتي حط ايدها على البيت ولا عملها مشكله.
The bank doesn't charge you.
بيفضل ان هو اللي يدفعها.
يعني he pays your taxes, he pay your insurance, he doesn't charge you interest to pay your taxes and insurance. ولا interest ولا service fees ولا أي حاجة. So if your tax is $500 a month, he told you pay $500. Okay? بيطالب في ايه؟ الجرانت. في so many kind of grants. So I'm gonna print the list for New Jersey.
هل مثلا بيجي للبنك عندك ويسألوا على الجرانت هو يجيبه له ولا في كومباني؟
نو في اماكن مخصوصة للجرانت وكل شركة ليها البنوك بتاعتها. يعني مثلا هشوف I will find out how many offices for grants that will go for, let's say, US Bank. I work at US Bank. Some programs, some grants go with Chase. يعني ما تاخد الجران ده Chase have to do the loan. You cannot go anywhere. And it has to be a bank. It cannot be a bro. Excuse me.
جرانت من نوع معين. مين اللي بيقول له هل في مكتب يقول له انت يعني كان بيك
انا هقول له الجرانت
الجرانت هيت هل في مكتب معين هو اللي بيوديه على الجرانت وبعدين بعد كده يتحول على البنك؟
ما فيش مكتب بيوديه للجرانت. هو بيبحث في جوجل بيشوف الجرانت. فانا I will make it easy for them and I'll tell them the places that they offer the grant. But when they do a workshop You have to meet with them. You have to bring your documentation, you and your wife, if your wife gonna be on the loan, and they do the workshop. بيعملوا meeting. The workshop is like 5 hours, no less than 5 hours. They explain to you all the process to purchase a house. And then they will tell you, I used to do this seminars. So they can have a banker representative to be there, يعني loan officer أو mortgage banker زي كده، يقعد معاك مع الجروب ويقول لهم البنك اللي انتوا بالبروجرام ده بنعمل كذا وكذا وكذا وكذا. والمكتب بتاع الجرانت بيدي لك ليست للبنوك اللي انت ممكن تعمل معاها اللون. فهمتني؟ في الورك شوب they give you a list who you can apply, which bank you can apply with the loan. You can choose. Okay? That's how the grant works. والجرانت ليه قوانين. You can, if you sell the house less than 10 years, you have to give them the money back. Okay? So you can't take a grant today and next year you sell the house, they're gonna say, come back. Because you cannot sell the house before you get the payoff for this grant. You understand? Because it will show on your title. Every house have a title. Something called title owner insurance and title lender insurance. You know what is the difference? Title owner insurance, that shows that you, the owner who lives in the house. Title lender insurance, that's your partner who provided the finance for the house that you live in. They give you the right of the ownership, and me as a bank, I have the right of the ownership too. So we both connected. You cannot sell on your own without me. I cannot sell the house without you. Only if the house goes on foreclosure. If you stop making the payment. Okay? Then I have the right to kick you out of the house. Anyway. I hope the seminar or the session today was helpful. And inshallah, I will work with Dr. Mohammed and the administration so we can make the, for the next sessions as far as websites and marketing and improving more. And next session is going to be like a real session. This is just to introduce.
Introduction, inshallah.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
بارك الله فيكم وباسمكم جميعا نشكر أستاذ أحمد شعيب على هذه المقدمة المفيدة، وإن شاء الله نتابع معه حتى نتعلم جميعا يعني من هذا الموضوع المهم بإذن الله. يعني in your behalf we thank Ahmed Shueib, وإن شاء الله we will continue with him until to know everything about the mortgage إن شاء الله. بارك الله فيكم.